Welcome to the Reality Revolution. Today's episode, we will be doing another meditation. This one is designed around revision, recapitulation, re-scripting. If you get a chance, check out my recent episode on Neville Goddard and the pruning shears of revision. This is a technique that Neville Goddard mentions many times. I explore some level of this technique in my time travel meditation. Another great place to read about this technique is Ancient Toltec Traditions. Also, Carlos Castaneda discussed a process called recapitulation. And in neurolinguistic programming, we would study and research re-scripting past events. There is tremendous power in this. We now know if we live in this quantum universe of parallel realities, if you had something in your past, imagine the entire event differently and move to that timeline where it didn't happen. You're not necessarily moving, you're not time traveling, you're moving to a reality where it never happened, or it adjusts to that track where as if it never happened. There's some modulation or change. I've seen this time and time again. I've heard stories after people have done my time travel meditation. Now, it's not the same for everybody. You have to be in a deeply relaxed state. And the more you do this, the better that you will get at it. The feeling is the secret to this technique. What is happening, understand it for people that doubt that you're actually going back to the past. That's fine. Imagine that beyond just your physical body, you have an energy body. And imagine if you were to cut yourself, you would have a wound that would then need to heal in your physical body. When we have emotional wounds from the past, it's like a wound to our energy, and that energy needs to heal. It's like a tiny little black hole that sucks energy away continuously while we exist in this energy body. And we go back and what they call recapitulate. We can pull back our energy from that event. What is the most common thing that happens in near-death experiences? And I can tell you this is what happened to me when I thought I was going to die. Like, okay, I'm going to die in the next few minutes. Is that you go back over your entire life. You recapitulate. Imagine if we could recapitulate while we're alive. There's a reason that we're doing that. It's the wheel of karma. But we have the power to move into the central screen, and through the use of our plat and other technologies, we can enter into any reality. And one of the best ways to find a really awesome timeline is to revise the past using this same model. And what will happen is we will have energetic completeness. Intense emotional interactions are the ones to consider. Even if it was in the last day, in the last hour, emotional wounds, promises, energy losses cause energetic damage. They cause you to change your behavior, and they repress yourself. They give you fears and emotional blocking and negativity that affects your ability to take the actions that you need to create the reality that you want. And then you repeat behavior because of this past experience. And you reinforce the damage in your energy body. So we want to go through this process of revision, of recapitulation. I posted a question on my Facebook group. If I were to create a revision meditation, what would be the best way to go? And nobody could agree. I've had many, many requests. This may be one of the most popularly requested meditations. And the question is, how do we put together a revision meditation? So I asked, should we go all the way back to our childhood? Should we go in time scales? Should we go back in years, decades? Should we go back to categories or events? And I kind of decided to do all of it as best we could. I recommend, if you want to make this meditation effective, to pause it right here. After you write out a list of things that you want to revise in your life, oftentimes, when you do a meditation, you'll have things come up and then you'll want to go back and revise it again. Just the process of remembering your past. You will find deep thoughts and memories that you may not have ever remembered that come up, or things that are affecting you that are deep. Those are the things we want to revise. We want to revise your love life, your health. We want to revise the way that you look at money. We want to revise what's happening now in your life and maybe in the last year or so. So I will give you prompts to revise these events. The beginning of this, it is very important that you get into total relaxation for revision to occur. The secret to revision is being in a completely relaxed state. If you're carrying any anxieties or tensions, it can be harder to revise because your body will be harder to identify the feeling of that time. So we'll mark it right here. It's almost 6.5 minutes. And you can start any future revision and do this every time. And if you continue to do this, your life will change. It has changed my life. And I promise you, it's a game changer for you. We've gotten into this situation where we try to manifest things in our future by visualizing. And visualization is a fantastic idea. But we have things that come up. And the faster that you revise it, the faster you course correct back to the timeline that you want to be on. It's a simple thing. Practice this on a regular basis on your own. Get into the habit of it, or use this as a guide. I will be incorporating techniques and strategies from every modality in this meditation. We will use Toltec techniques, neurolinguistic programming, Neville Goddard, reality transurfing. We will try to incorporate a little bit of everything. This is experimental, as all meditations. And so give me your feedback. Leave something in the comments when you're done. Find a place where you won't be disturbed and begin as you would a normal meditation. Assume a posture that is the same every time that you do this. If it's laying down, then do it laying down. If it's sitting up, then do it sitting up. You're assuming the position of recapitulation and revision. By doing this, you'll get better and better at anchoring in your place where you're at now. So begin to relax your body. Just scan your body and notice any place that you're holding tensions or tightening a muscle. And relax that muscle. Just let it go. Breathe in using the 4-count breath. Get into the rhythm of this. Breathe in. Hold it. Breathe out. Hold it. Breathe in. Hold it. Breathe out. Hold it. Breathe in. Hold it. Breathe out. Hold it. Relax your feet and all of the muscles in your feet. Relax your ankles and your calves. Relax your knee and all the tendons in your knee. Relax your legs, front and back. Relax your stomach and chest. Relax your shoulders and your back and your glutamus. Relax your arms. All the little tendons in your arms and your hands. Relax your neck. And all the muscles in your face. Feel your forehead relaxing and expanding. Now for a few moments, I want you to tighten all the muscles in your lower body, your feet and your legs, every single muscle, and tighten them now. And relax. Now just tighten your upper body, not your legs, your upper body, all of the muscles. Stomach, arms, hands, face, all of them. And relax. Now, tighten all the muscles in your entire body at the same time. And hold them all tight. And while you're holding them, be thankful for every single organ, muscle, and cell in your body. And relax. Take a big, long, deep breath. Put your hand on your heart. Become coherent with your mind in this moment. Breathe in for 6 seconds. And breathe out 6 seconds. In this place, you are safe. Feel gratitude, the feeling of it, spread throughout as you hold your hand to your heart. I now want you to relax your mind. Imagine you're looking out on a pond, sitting next to the pond, and you see the ripples. I just want you to let the ripples calm down and watch the lake become still. Very good. Now I simply want you to go back for the last 24 hours. Go through your day and revise the last 24 hours. Change anything that you want. Do not observe it from the outside. Experience from the inside. Change it and make it a memory. Move your eyes up and to the left and up and to the right as you do this, making sure you're accessing both the creative and memory sides of your brain. You can revise anything you want, a conversation, some mail that you got, an email, something that you saw, something that you did, anything you want. Make it perfect. Make your day perfect. Very good. Now, I want you to go back a year. But this time I want you to just review the year, and then if there's a particular event that you want to go to, then go experience it. Don't revise it at first. Once you've experienced the event and you've become aware of it and you've entered into that feeling, you can observe it as a movie if you want. Then go and revise it, but experience it first as best you remembered it. So first, in the next few moments, just remember this event. Go back over the last year. You can end up bringing more than one thing up that you want, or focus in on one or two things. Now that you've experienced it, I want you to go back and revise this experience. Now, I want you to just go back beyond a year. It can go to your childhood. I want you to think of a major event somewhere in your past. I bet when I asked you that question, something came up. And I want you to remember it. Bring it up and just observe it like you're watching a movie first. Now I want you to revise this event. I want you to change it, but this time I want you to go into the event, feeling it with your body as it happened, as if it's happening now, and change it to whatever you want. Make the details rich, smell it, feel it, see it, become aware of it, and change it to whatever you want that event to be. But make sure you're adding the feelings in so that the feeling is changed for this event. Continue to sense yourself and put yourself into it. If you have to repeatedly do it, that's fine, or just stay in the moment until you start to feel like it's what really happened, because it did. Once you do this, you're just connecting to a timeline where that's what really happened. And you'll still be in this moment, but the energy will change. And for as far as we are concerned, the event is completely different now. So revise this major event from your past. Now, we are going to go deep by categories. So I first want you to think about your love life. You can go far back as you want, from the first love that you ever had, or a recent relationship or any relationship that has affected all of your relationships, you'll know where to go with this. I want you to take a journey of your heart and what you've loved and who you want to be with and what you believe about love. Take a journey, experience it, and then I want you to just remember as much as you can in the next few moments, and then we're going to revise it, whatever you want. So I just want you to bring your attention to the memories of your past that are related to love in any way, shape, or form that has affected you and affects you now, in the way that you act, in the way that you feel, in everything that you do. Now I want you to revise it. Revise these scenes that you've just come up that you want to change. Anything can happen in them that you want. Make it real. Maybe it's a fantasy that you had. Whatever you want. Revise the scene. Now I want you to evaluate your health, the health that you've had throughout your life, any things that you were taught about health, any health struggles that you've had, anything in the past. I just want you to bring these up and review them like you're sitting in a movie theater, and then we're going to revise them. But go through this process of bringing them up and recapitulating them first. Now I want you to revise your health. I want you to imagine that you were healthy in those incidents, that your thinking changed, that you ate healthy your entire life, that you ate healthy, that you exercised regularly, that you watched what you ate, and that you are healthy based on a series of millions of tiny little revisions. Imagine it. And imagine these major health events being completely different. Turn them into memories. And now I want you to look at wealth and the way you were taught about money by your parents and what you think about money and the jobs that you've had and the struggles and the successes. And I want you to just bring it up. Things are going to come up about money and fears that you have about money. I want you to bring it up. Don't worry about what you're actually seeing. You're observing it from just the observer perspective. We're going to revise this, and this is going to be so powerful. Let's bring it all up first. Now I want you to revise it. I want you to imagine that you were taught ways to treat money differently all through your life, if that's what you need. That you grew up knowing that you would be taken care of, that you could take risks, that you had a profound love and respect for money, that you had a prosperity mindset, and that everything worked out for you and continues to work out for you, and you are used to this success, this prosperity. Revise it. Revise everything that you can. want you to bring in the energy that you've expelled with all these events back into your energy field. Close off those emotional and energetic wounds that have existed because of these events that you have now revised, because they are different now. And with the sound of my voice, I command your subconscious to forget about these things and remember the revisions. And as you go out into the day, when you're done with this meditation, you will simply remember the revisions as your true reality. You will see all around you proof that your reality has changed. You have literally traveled through time. The event is different. You will react different. How are you going to act now that everything is revised? I want you to fill yourself with this energy and become this new person with all these revisions taking place. And I want you to, in these moments, become this person. You can use this time to revise anything else that comes up, anything that you want. Gather in your energy and become complete again. slowly come back to yourself. Wiggle your fingers and toes and come back to the present moment. Breathe normally and pull yourself into this moment now. And welcome to the reality revolution.